Okay, so it's 9 p.m. I'm in bed and I'm pretty tired. So you're gonna wake up with me tomorrow and follow me around all day so you can see what the schedule of a day trader actually looks like. Okay, just woke up, 5 a.m. Um, yeah, coffee first. I'm not doing anything till I get my coffee first. So let's go make coffee before we do anything. Okay, it's 5:17 and we're still waiting for coffee. Yeah, my coffee game is a serious one. It takes me 5 to 10 minutes to make my coffee. Uh, Currently 5:18. So if I'm ever on stream and I say I'm going to make coffee, see you in 10 minutes because yeah, take my coffee seriously. Yep, yep. Day can start. Really important to me in the morning is after I have gotten my coffee to just wake up. A little bit of cold air in the lungs. Yeah, it really helps. Kind of like a morning ritual I do where it just wakes me up and yeah, just gives me a little bit of extra energy in the morning. Yeah, so still dark. Everybody's sleeping, right? What's that saying? The world is your oyster as long as you get up early enough to catch it. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. It's very dark out, very cold, but this definitely helps wake me up every single day. And I got a killer view, so it's nice to come out here and just enjoy it. Here, I'll show you guys the joint. First and foremost, house. Yes, very cool house. Yeah, very nice. And I come out here, just kind of enjoy the view for a few minutes before I get my day started. I think it's really important to have some kind of serenity that you have. Yeah, really every single day, right? You need to have some kind of serenity in your life to just have that balance, right? So, okay, that's enough. We're going in. It's cold. Quick 60 seconds to wake me up. And off to the gym. Not a gym, my gym downstairs. Basement gym. Just some easy cardio in the morning. Nothing crazy. Just like 10, 15 minutes just to get my brain thinking. I definitely don't want to be spending 2 hours down here in the gym just because I have a lot of stuff going on in training. So I don't want to be missing these moves. We've got a pretty short window in the morning to wake up and actually get our coffee, get our workout done, shower, just be ready, right? Like we don't want to be waiting past 7 o'clock. We don't want to start our training day at like 8, 9, 10 o'clock. So really important. You know, 10, 15 minutes. That's it. Just like something to wake us up, get our joints going, blah, 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 right? So, yeah. Okay, workout done. Yeah, 15 minutes, a couple hundred calories really helps me get balanced for the day, right? Really helps me wake up, just get prepared, right? So, time to shower, catch my breath, but time to shower, eat breakfast, start thinking about trading. So right now, as soon as I'm done my workout is when I really start thinking about trading and what I'm going to be doing for the day. But really can't tell until I see the charts. But anyways, good recap in my mind to know about the positions I took yesterday, things to reflect on. Like, okay, well, yesterday I was looking at commodities and I charted 7 or 8 commodities, and Bitcoin obviously hit a very important level that I marked on the charts, and just kind of doing a mental recap on these things. So yeah, coffee, water, shower, breakfast, trading. Next couple things that we're going to be doing. Yeah, I gotta say, I'm ready for the day and I feel pretty good. So something that I want to talk about. There's something that I didn't do yet today, and that is check my charts. I know a lot of you guys are waking up, running right to your computer, checking the price on things. This is not something I do. I think it's really important to get your sleep, right? Go to bed, turn off, just do something to reset your mind. But the worst thing you can do is be waking up in the middle of the night, checking charts, checking prices. I don't think it's healthy to live that type of cycle where you're constantly breaking your sleep patterns, where you're constantly looking at prices without taking a break, not being able to sit down with your family for an hour at a time. Like I think this is pretty hard on traders. Like I think this is one of the things we struggle with, right? I'll hold on to your trades while having a life, right? Like that's a hard thing to do, right? Especially for us day traders. So I think this is important, and I would simply say, and we'll talk about this more later in depth, but I'll simply say for now that if you are having trouble living a balanced life, you should not take overnight trades, because it is kind of death to your mind. Really, what's the point? You're going to lose money before you're even out of the gates, right? So I think that's super important. I think there's two ways you could wake up, and I think they're going to give you a different kind of equilibrium and balance to your day for the rest of the day following, right? You can do the, wake up, sit in front of your computer, have your coffee, basically rise with the sun, right? Slow and steady, and you're going to get there eventually. Or you can be highly active in the morning. You can do your workout, you can get your coffee, you can maybe go outside for a few minutes, do whatever balancing routine you have. I think there's a big difference in terms of what you should expect in your trading day. I think this is one of those mental analysis things where balance throughout your day starts in the morning, right? It's kind of cliche to say you've got all these people telling you to wake up early and work out at 5 a.m., but it really does work. It's true. It works. You wake up early, you work out, you get your energy levels up. Like, when I'm sitting in front of my computer after I just wake up, my energy levels are low. My body hurts. I need at least 2 to 3 coffee minimum before I can even think on the day. Right now, I've had a few sips of coffee. I have barely even touched my coffee, to be honest with you. I've showered, I've worked out, my body feels good, my mind is active and ready, and I'm ready to go. I'm ready to take some pretty amazing trades today. I mean, it's 6:01, and I've already accomplished a ton of stuff for the day. And by 6:15, like I just woke up an hour ago. By 6:15, my engine is running high, which is my mind, right? Like I'm ready to race for the day. This is important. I think this is very, very valuable information, and I think this is the way that you should start your trading day every single day. Nothing. We want to eat breakfast first. We're not going to talk about anything. We're just going to wait. You know what we're going to do? Actually, this is something that I do like to do in the mornings. We're going to watch Twitch for a few minutes. So I'm going to watch a few minutes of Twitch, get that kind of entertainment itch out of my body, because it gets my entertainment fix, so I don't find my mind kind of wandering throughout the day. Okay, breakfast is done. Time to go trade. Cotton POV is definitely weird. I've never done these kind of videos like this before, so weird, I suppose, but kind of cool. I'm gonna flip over here and see on stream yesterday we had marked out some levels here. Let me kind of zoom into my chart, and we're going to be switching to the camera screen soon, but or sorry, I should say the computer screen soon. But yeah, yesterday we took a look at a trade, and it worked out pretty perfectly. So yeah. Anybody who took that trade yesterday from the stream, congrats, you probably just made a ton of money, hand over fist. So yeah, good job. Okay, we're now set up in the office for the day. So we're switching to the computer screen. All right, it's 6:50. Our balancing routine is done, and we're ready to start trading for the day. So let's get right into it. All right, the markets are open. It's still pretty early in the day. We're definitely set up for a good trading day, right? Our mind is clear. We've completed our balancing routine, like we've said a few times now in the video, and this is going to allow us to make the best decisions possible, right? When you think about trading, you're dealing with a lot of money. You're dealing with decisions that have high emotional and financial impacts. So you have to be the best version of yourself when you're doing this. You have to be ready and prepared to be making these decisions with, not half asleep and not with half your brain active. You definitely want to be the best version of yourself doing this stuff. So it's really important that we have that done. All right. Just initially, we're going to look at the work we did. So for people who follow the stream, they would have had these levels marked on the chart, and everything is great. You have your trends that were broken: first trend broken, second trend broken, third trend broken, target was hit. Life is good. So now is when we start our trading day. Now is when we work for the next. Well, it's 7 a.m. right now, so we're going to have kind of a different way in which we think about, okay, when is our workday done? We can either hit a financial goal, so we can either set a financial goal for the rest of our workday. We can say, today we want to make $100, or today we want to make $500, or maybe $2,000, or maybe for the higher level traders, you want to make $10,000 today, or maybe 25,000 or 50,000 today. So there's different degrees of what your financial targets may be throughout the day. But before we start on the day, I think it's important to identify that kind of expectation for the day, whether it's going to be we work until we hit a financial goal, or whether we work until we hit a time limit. I do a hybrid system. I do both because I don't like working past my point of efficiency. I work the best in the mornings for, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 hours. Kind of a general rule of thumb is you don't want to be doing more than kind of 3 hours of charting. I think after 3 hours of charting, it becomes too mind numbing. And I think if you're doing 3 hours of charting every day, it's a lot to keep up with. Now, when you're first starting trading, I think this is a good routine to have. I think it's good to have your 3 hours. You do all your charts, and that's all you're doing for 3 hours straight. So you're going on Bitcoin and you're saying, okay, I'm going to mark this trend here to this here as an example, and then I'm going to go to Ethereum and work on that chart, and back to back to back to back. You're just pounding through these charts. You're going to go to Ethereum and you're going to say, okay, well, I think this is the trend right here. My levels are on X, and you're gonna be just going through hundreds and hundreds of charts. So for 3 hours straight, you should just be kind of pounding charts, and this would be like a learning phase, right? But after 3 hours, your brain is going to be completely dead. Of doing this for 3 hours straight, your brain is going to be dead. So if you're kind of in a learning phase, I think 3 hours is like a good marquee of where you should kind of stop the train and say, okay, I've had enough for today. It's time to take a break, or you can come back after, maybe take a few hours off, come back after, take an afternoon nap, go for a walk, drive your car, do whatever, go shopping, whatever your fancy is. Go and do that. Come back after your mind has had a break, and then do another few hours of charting. So I think this is good to break up your day. When we're thinking of learning phases, when you're talking about making money phases, and when you're kind of past that learning phase and you're making money, I think you have to have that financial goal tied to your day-to-day interactions. So you're going to go on and you're going to dictate the profits you want to make. You're going to say, I want to make $500 today. Have kind of a threshold that you're also okay making. And what I mean by threshold is, say you want to make $500 a day. You're going to have a threshold to say, okay, if I make 250, that's my minimum, but I may want to trade up to $600 a day. So you kind of have a bit of a variance on either side to say, okay, well, I've only made $250. Don't start punishing yourself and taking trades, because that's bound to be a recipe for disaster, right? If you only made $200, then fine, cut it off there. If you've made $250, say, hey, at least I hit my minimum goal. That's great. If you've only made $100, you have to kind of revert back to your time limit, right? Like, oh, I've been trading for 4 hours. It's time to take a break, or 3 hours. It's time to take a break. So I use kind of this hybrid system where I say, okay, I'm trading today. I want to make 10 grand a day. That's my personal goal. Yeah, if I make 5 grand, that's good. Still a good day for 3 hours of work or 4 hours of work. If I want to make, or if I only make $1,000, still good income. If I only make $500, still a good income. These are all great incomes. Just my own personal goals are, 10,000 a day. If I don't reach that in the first 3 or 4 hours, then okay, that's fine. I'm done trading, and I'm gonna, take positions later on in the day. We've now started our morning. We've gotten to the point where we are able to make good quality decisions. Quality over quantity, right? We don't want to be waking up, sitting in front of our computer like a drone, and just kind of waiting for things to happen, right? We're going to reconvene in 3 hours. We're going to see how you did. We're going to see how I did. And then we're going to talk about the wind up to our day trading day. So it's going to be about 10 a.m. And yeah, here we go. Let's start the day. Okay, we're back early. Our first trade is complete on the day. It's only 8:20, and we've already managed to make 6,800 in profits here. So we took our first trade. We made a nice derivatives contract, and we ended up 6,800 in profit. So this is a great point to take a break, rebalance yourself, and start setting up your trades for the rest of the day. So this is something I'll typically do, is take 2 or 3 trades in the morning. Sometimes even it can only be one like this. Take one trade,
and then go and rebalance myself for the next round of trades, because now I'll get back into charting, trying to make decisions, thinking about what the next right move is. But first, I'm going to go and take some time to spend either with my family, or maybe do something like go in my hot tub or drive my car, or just chill out maybe for an hour and then come back and see if I can hit my second round of trades for the day or third round of trades. Now, this is not the way I would recommend people trade, where they just take one trade in the morning and that's it, they walk away. Although if this is working for you, I think it speaks to the volume, how good of a trader you are, right? The level that you're at. If you're beginner trader, probably not as achievable to achieve these kind of results right away. But as you go down the path of being a professional day trader, this is definitely something where you can have a goal and say, I want my day to look like this, where I take a few trades in the morning, and it's as simple as that. So the family's about to eat breakfast. It's 8, not even 8:30 yet. I'm kind of done work for the day, or at least a good part of it. And if I decide to work again later, I will. So kids are calling me. So yeah, okay. I'll see you guys in a few hours here, or an hour or 2 hours, or whenever I decide to come back, and we'll work on the rest of our day. Okay, it's now 10:45 and we're done for the day. Give yourself a little clap, little golf clap, or pat yourself on the back, or whatever it is you do when you have a successful day. We did end up taking one more trade here, and took 1% more out of the markets right here. So all in all, today we made just under 9 grand. So we did hit our goal today. It was a pretty successful day. Well, not technically. Technically, it would have been 10 grand, but we got pretty close. We were just around $9,000 in profit. So yeah, it was a good, successful day. We set ourselves up for it right from the beginning of the morning, right from the time we woke up to the time we actually executed the trades and did everything we needed to do, right? So this is the 4th video on the Trading Life series. I'm really enjoying developing this so far. It gives me a platform to talk about a lot of my secrets in day trading and a lot of the things that make people successful and non-successful. It doesn't quite fit in a technical analysis course, yet it's too valuable not to talk about. So I am really enjoying the Trading Life series. It's a ton of fun, and I'm plan on developing it for some time to come. There's going to be dozens and dozens, if not 100 videos. What do you guys think of the Trading Life so far? Do you guys like this series? Tell me your thoughts, give me your opinions. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like this video. Before we talk about the next step here, I want to know what your day trading day looks like. What do you do? Do you wake up? Do you instantly go on your computer? Tell me about your routine and kind of what you think you could improve on. You've seen what I do in my morning routine. What are some things that you could take away from my morning routine and implement into yours? What are some things that you think are flaws in your routines, right? Leave me comments. Let me know what you think your kind of struggling areas are, and where you think you can better yourself as a day trader. I'll try to get to as many people as I can and give them advice on how to maybe adjust things a little bit so that they can get a better outcome for their day-to-day transactions here. All right, it's 11 a.m. and our day is done. So what's next? Well, surprise, I've got a mental analysis of all video I am releasing for you guys. This is one of my favorite lessons that I recorded, and there's still a lot of mental analysis evolved to be recorded, by the way. But this is one of my favorites so far. I think it's going to give you guys a major edge. I think when people think of mental analysis, they think of it as their own form of tilt, or maybe something they can control. I don't see this as anything helpful for mental analysis. Well, it's good to be aware of those things. Mental analysis to me is the ability to create and develop tools that actually help people and day traders succeed. So I think there's 2 forms of mental analysis. I think there's passive mental analysis, which is basically just that. It's a very passive form. It's just the realization that, hey, things can go wrong. We shouldn't get too upset. But I don't really find this gives people tools or really any avenue to get better in terms of mindset development, in terms of actually creating systems that will help you become a better day trader. So my version of mental analysis is creating tools, unlocking deeper layers of the mind, and basically understanding where we can proactively fix these things instead of retroactively just being aware of them. So when I think of mental analysis, I try to peel back the layers of the mind in order to understand what creates the problems that we face, and then to further develop tools to help fix those problems before they happen, not afterwards. I don't like to look at mental analysis as something that happened to us, and if we are just cognitively aware of it, hey, nothing can ever happen bad to us again in the future. I don't think that's a realistic way, especially in day trading. I don't think this is a realistic way to tackle mental analysis. I think we have to proactively develop and create tools. We have to understand the way the mind works. We have to create systems that help us be better. And I think through these creations of these systems and tools, I think that's where you really get an advantage in mental analysis. And I think that's what's lacking in day trading in general for mental analysis. So I'm releasing one of my favorite lessons today called Energy. This will surely give you guys a major advantage in day trading. Mental Analysis Evolved is one of my favorite series that I've ever done, more so than the technicals, because it's something different that's just not out there. Well, neither is a technical analysis that I do, but I've done that for so long. It's sometimes nice to dip my feet in a different pool of water, I guess is the way to say it. So yeah, Mental Analysis Evolved is going to be coordinated with this video. Watch it. If you liked this video, you have to watch that one because they are directly connected. Everything I talked about today is directly connected to the energy video that I'm releasing. Maybe I'll make a video what I do after I'm done my day trading routine at 11 a.m. or 12 or whenever I finish, or 10 a.m. What does Cotton do when he's not day trading? What does he do to relax? Maybe I'll make that video. What do you guys think? Is that something you'd be interested in seeing? Let me know.